My name is Allie.
And I'm Jordan.
And we live here in Beverly.
I first heard about heat pumps at my previous job that had been pushing for clean energy technology and policies to support it for a while.
I actually didn't know what a heat pump was, so when I first heard about heat pumps, I thought it was just for heating, but I learned that it's actually for cooling and heating in the same thing.
I haven't had any hesitation about them. I've heard a lot of good stories from people who have had them installed, and it seems like a great way for us to get some cooling in our home and save some money on our energy bills. I actually learned a lot through the no-cost home energy assessment, and it cleared up a lot of the questions that I had about heat pumps. So now I feel like I don't really have any reluctance about moving forward with them.
Yeah, same. The person who came was really knowledgeable, and they sort of went from room to room and looked at the different locations and looked in the attic and in the basement.
Right now I'm testing the heating system for carbon monoxide and efficiency. So usually a high efficiency system will peak right at the top for carbon monoxide, and then it'll kind of level out. So that's why we usually wait a couple minutes. So I'm just going to check the electrical panel now to make sure that the heating load we add when we add the mini splits, that the electrical panel will be able to carry that and that we won't need a service upgrade when we do that.
And sort of taught us about how things could be set up and things that were efficient or maybe not so efficient.
And they gave us a really helpful report afterwards that was really detailed and explained all the work that had previously been done in the house to make it really well insulated.
So with heat pumps, there's always an outdoor unit and then there's an indoor unit. So the first thing I usually think about is where we're going to be placing the outdoor unit so that I can line up the indoor units appropriately. One of the things you could do if you are interested in tightening up and warming this floor more is what we usually recommend is that 2-inch thick foam board that they used in the basement around the perimeter.
Okay.
They usually put it on the ceiling here. The reason why, because it's vented, anytime you have air blowing, the air is coming into that crawl space. Not a huge issue, but you can see where these wires are coming through the floor right here. So usually we recommend insulation, up to about 15 inches to prevent, any of the heat transferring from the heated space downstairs or cooled space downstairs to the attic above.
There are a couple reasons that we're eager to install heat pumps. One is that it's cost savings and good for the environment.
And for me, I'm always hot, and this house gets really hot in the summer, so to have some cooling is going to be a big relief for me.